Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, my G's? Happy Friday. Are we live? Nice. What's happening, my friends? Let's get the party started. What do you think? Happy Friday. Happy freaking Friday, my guys. Yes. Welcome back. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the one and only live streams. Looking forward to host you today once again. I'm very happy to be here with you guys, trading with you guys, having fun. It's a beautiful Friday here in Bali. It's 8 p.m. Looking forward to see what the news does. Looking forward to see what gold does. We shorted gold in the afternoon. Let's see what we have in the evening. It's gonna be a good stream, man. It's gonna be a good fucking stream. All right. I feel like I'm getting better every fucking day. Let's see what we have in the chat with us. Let's give it a go here. Let's see what we have in the chat. We have Grim Reaper, my man. Welcome back. As always, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support, my friend. You've always been with there since the beginning. I know you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you being here. True commitment, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Daniel, my friend. Good to see you. Dominic. Tommy boy, Deborah. Absolutely amazing. Fucking love these Fridays, man. But I love Mondays even more. To be honest with you. Anyways, we're going to talk about gold, of course. We have news. We have a lot of things to cover. Okay, we have to go over this, of course, very important. And yeah, let's see if we can get something in the pockets today. Please help your boy by liking this video right now if you like the vibes, if you like the free education. Like I said before, I'm here to just be like you guys, to be honest. Just trade, have fun, make money. This is what I do. Nothing to sell you right now. I'm just here to have fun and fucking trade. Okay? And yesterday, keep me accountable for that shit from yesterday, by the way. All right, just so you guys know, I want you guys to hold me accountable as well. This is how I learn. This is how I improve on a day-to-day basis. Yes, for you guys. I've written the book as well. You can download this one for free. It's all the information I do in the streams here. All right, we're going to talk about some order flow as well. This is something that I'm learning right now. But yeah, a lot of cool things that we're going to do here, man. Okay. Anyways, last song, and then we're going to kick it off, I promise. All right, one more, please, one more. We just need that fucking good vibe right now. I'm really in a good mood here. We want to make sure that we are fully ready because we have news anyways. We have news anyways. So I need to absolutely give you guys the best song I could ever give you here. Let me see if I have it here because I'm working on a playlist, bro. I'm working on a playlist. Oh, it's absolutely next level. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. I hope that was a good introduction and I hope you're feeling good, my friends. I just want you to feel good, okay? This is all that matters here. I want to get you in a good mindset, a good mood for the trading, okay? You should not be sad. You should be enjoying the process. And the best way to enjoy the process is by doing it together. Go back and forth in the chat, all right? Have a good communication, a good conversation. Talk about what you see on gold. We're going to trade gold today. Maybe the Nasdaq, but, you know, Goldie is Goldie. Goldie is my baby. You guys know this already here. All right. So I took a short position during the, yeah, you could say late Asian session, I guess. It was definitely weak, right? After yesterday, I just didn't see any buyers stepping in. I was like, man, this is just going to drop and drop and drop and drop and drop. I was like, no way, this is going to continue to go up. I think we have to go deeper down. The dollar was absolutely ripping to the upside. So I took a sell at 51112 and I sold it at around 578. So that is roughly speaking Let's see, 578, around 34 points. 34 points, that's a good trade. That's a nice clean setup right there, okay? So I'm happy with this because of course this covered yesterday's loss plus some more profit. So we're up for the week. We can actually not fuck it up this week anymore, all right? So this week will be a profitable trading week. Even if we encounter one more loss, which I do not want. Obviously, I don't want to lose again. I want to win one more trade. That would be the ideal, because then I have banked this week, okay? And then I'm very happy. So, with that said, let's go over the market here. Let's make sure you smash up that like button. And for the new people here, thank you for the love and support. I really do appreciate you guys. We just came back the first trading week here. I'm going to be here from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. EST for around, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, making sure that you guys are fully updated about what we're doing here. And that is just analyzing gold and the Nasdaq open as well here, making sure that we are aware of what's happening there. And yeah, just see if we can trade and make some money and also optimize our strategy even further, right? That is always the goal. I'm always trying to kind of stay humble and just keep learning and keep getting better. Because yes, I also make mistakes. Yesterday was a good example, right? I also make mistakes. I was chasing the market, and I don't want to do this again. So I really keep that in mind. I lock it in right now and I say, okay, this is what I cannot do anymore. And what was the big reason? We were overvalued and we waited for the pullback, but I had to wait for a deeper pullback for it to be more relevant. But man, gold was so weak yesterday, right? Definitely interesting. Now, obviously, there is something important I want to share with you right now. So pay close attention to this, because this is important. And that is something that I marked out already a long time ago. And that is that the dollar right now, let's go over the dollar index on the daily time frame. Look at the dollar on the daily, right? Look at where we are. Look at where we are. We are now at major resistance here, okay? So the daily candles were crazy this week. Monday, bullish. Tuesday, bullish. Thursday, bullish. Wednesday, bullish. Pretty much only bullish days for the rest of the week. So now we are at major resistance. We're back at the highs here. And if you don't think this is major resistance, well, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? This is also daily supply. If you look at the daily supply zone, this is also, a higher time frame resistance. So we're just a major resistance right now. And the interesting part about this is, of course, is the fact that we are having news in 10 minutes. All right, we have the PCE price index, we have the GDP, and we have the durable goods order. So we have definitely some news right now in around 10 minutes from now. So this is going to be very important because the dollar is going to really tell us where I think gold will go, right? Because this is a major level. And you don't really, if we're bullish on gold, let's say, right? You don't want to put this into, you don't want to turn this resistance into support right now, or this supply into demand, okay? But we are in weekly supply, okay? Weekly supply and daily resistance. So this is a major level, guys. I just want to make sure that you guys are fully aware of this. And if you go to the 15-minute time frame, we already reacted from it. So this is why I think gold is bouncing here. And this is also the reason why I closed my trade, okay? So besides it tapping into a key level, the Monday value area low, okay? You can all find this in the book, how we draw the volume profile and stuff. But the Monday value area low is where we bounced from. And that was exactly the moment where the dollar tapped into that daily resistance and that weekly supply. So for me, that was the perfect exit to that trade, right? So right now, the question is, what are we going to do now, right? What is the next logical step? Now, it seems that the gold right now, because of the weakness of the dollar, is trying to go for the Asian highs. So let me just mark this out right now. And it's trying to push for the Asian highs, right? But look at that right here on the higher time frame. Or sorry, the 50-minute time frame on gold right now. Do you guys see it in the chat? You guys already know exactly what we're doing here, right? And that is the fact that we are overvalued against the dollar right now. So that is for sure going to be a super important level. And pullbacks are not excluded from here, because if this is overvalued, I'm just going to show you what happened in the previous times we were overvalued, okay? So you kind of really understand how important this actually is, because people overestimate this. But it's actually, or underestimate this, I could better say, but it's actually super freaking important. Because if you look here at this high, we were overvalued on the 50-minute and we dropped. Okay, right here, this was the top, or the local top. We started to form resistance and we started to sell off. Right here, we topped. Right here, we topped. Right here, we topped. Okay, let's go to an uptrend as well here, at least so you understand the difference here. This is in an uptrend. We topped out. Look at this one right here. In an uptrend, we ranged for a long period of time. We didn't do anything, right? So do you see how important this is? When we are in that overvaluation, where we are right now here, we're in that overvaluation, right? So for me, that's super important. And that's a rule right now that I cannot enter buys here. I cannot enter buys because the chance is bigger that we might pull back. And secondary, why would I enter a buy now if we're overvalued against the dollar when the historical data shows me that it's not a good time to buy? Does that make sense, guys? I hope that makes sense here. Type in a yes if you understand it. This is just basic, you know, look at the historical data here and just looking for the right timing. Because, you know, what we learned is that we can be bullish biased, we can be bearish biased, but, you know, there is something that's called timing, right? Execution, timing. And if the timing is not correct, your bias might be correct, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the actual trade. So this is why I really want to make sure that price either pulls back if we're bullish biased and then we're going to go for longs in a pullback, or we need to short. But actually, with the dollar in that resistance right now, okay, on the daily time frame, I'm not really a big fan of shorting gold here, okay? So I rather right now, guys, do the same thing and actually pull back, okay? So for the people who think that this is an RSI, this is not an RSI, okay? This is an RSI on steroids. This is the RSI 6.0. This is the Stealth Valuation Index, where we look at the dollar index, okay? And we measure how gold is valued against the dollar on average. And it's like, the best way I can explain this is pretty much like this, right? So it is kind of like an elastic band, okay? And the market runs like this. It's like a heartbeat, okay? It's an elastic band, and the stronger you pull that band, right, at some point it has to snap back. I don't care if you're bullish, I don't care if you're bearish, but there are things like a certain expansion that you can expect. So what this thing does is it pretty much calculates the expansion of the dollar and the expansion of gold, and then it creates like a hybrid, like an equilibrium of like what is the average. And if it's extremely overextended, the chances are that you will pull back. It's just how the market works, right? It's the correlation, the negative correlation. And it has been, according to the last, at least, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, perfectly accurate. So I want to actually follow this data right now and make sure that I'm not gonna long when we're overvalued, for example, right? I hope that makes sense. So doesn't mean we cannot go higher. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we don't get the best worth for our buck. And if you're going to put real money on the table, real freaking money, then I want to have the best value for my entries, okay? That's the difference. That's what I'm looking at. And this is the reason why I'm going to be very patient. And the other reason why we have to be patient probably is because we have, you know what I mean, some news to deal with as well here, okay? So let's just wait what the news will tell us, what the news will give us. And then I think we have a really good understanding from there of what is actually happening and what we can do from that moment. Because once the news comes out, you know, you get an understanding of how price reacts, and then, you know, it's not worth for me to enter a position now, for example, okay? So that short position from today was perfect, the perfect timing, because we were overvalued right here. And the dollar was in that, was actually skyrocketing super strong, and we tapped into a key level, and the order flow was showing us a really clean entry, a really clean rejection, okay? Right around there, super clean rejection right around this period. I think it was right around here. Yeah, so we tapped into that zone. We saw a lot of selling, a lot of aggressive buying coming in, but price was not following through, okay? So it was the combination of that overvaluation and that aggressive buying in that level, which showed me pretty much that buyers were not able to follow through here, you know? And I think it was a good short position from that moment. And I had a clear target in mind as well which was pretty much the lows, or when the dollar reached that resistance pretty much. So, you know, right now I am much more interested in pullback scenarios and then go from there pretty much. So pullback scenarios to potentially continue to go a little bit higher, but keep in mind, we have to take all that news in consideration right now. It's a bunch of stuff that we have to deal with. And luckily, in a couple minutes, we know exactly what it's going to be. Okay. Now, from that moment, we will have the Jolt job openings, I think. Yeah. 90 minutes later. So let me see. Yeah, that gives us 90 minutes pretty much to see if we could potentially get what we want here. And then potentially get into, you know, an entry or whatever the case may be, you know? So that is kind of the thought process here. Overall, I'm up for the week. I don't really feel the need to be extremely aggressive today because I just want to make sure that I protect my capital right now, right? And it's Friday. And what did I tell you guys beforehand? That story of like, you know, me absolutely killing it. And then I had one bad trading day. And guess what that bad trading day was? It was on a Friday. And then the weekend started. The market closed. And then I went into the freaking restaurant here late at night, knowing that I blew my whole trading week. I gave everything freaking back. Okay? So that's not going to happen again, I'll tell you. All right? That's not going to happen again. Anyways, let's see what the chat is saying here. While we're waiting for the news. Let's go, let's go, let's go. John, perfect sense. I just sold full margin. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, what's your setting on the valuation if you don't mind? The settings is 10 on the 50-minute. Didn't you lose 1K yesterday? I actually lost more than that because I trade multiple different things. Personal accounts and platform accounts. I actually lost more than 1K yesterday. All right. Yeah, I did. Everybody's starting to sell. It's the best option to buy against the rest. Yeah, I think we just need to wait, man. Wait for a price to pull back. Hopefully we do. And then it will definitely give me much more insight if the dollar wants to come up again, or if this is actually now that major resistance, and we're actually gonna, you know, potentially drop, which is something that I've been anticipating already for a while. But yeah, we just kept pushing up this whole freaking week, man. So yeah, 100%. That's for sure. Yeah, man. Anything you guys need to know, let me know here. I'm here to help you out. I'm here just to provide you with some free freaking education here, live. I love to trade live. This is how I started my journey on YouTube, right? Just trading live. And I do believe that a lot of things I realized a lot of things over time, is that the number one thing about trading, and it sounds gay. Sorry to say that, but it sounds freaking gay. But the number one thing is that we just need to have fun, okay? You need to have fun. Like, trading is a serious job, but you cannot take it too serious either, okay? Because you will fuck up your mind. You need to chill the fuck out. You need to have fun. And you need to have a strategy that you actually follow and actually stick to, and rules that you set in play that you actually follow and actually stick through, okay? And if you don't know what your rules are, you need to get these things done first, all right? So figure that shit out and then stick to it. And then it's all about optimization here, because the moment you become quote unquote profitable, that doesn't mean that you're gonna face new problems. You know, you're constantly problem solving over and over and over again, pretty much. Yo, Saf Pudding. Whoa, what a name, man. What is that for name, bro? Sorry. You guys have names sometimes, man. What is his name? Saif Pudding Goldrawala. Wow, I thought I was creative, bro. I thought I was creative, but you absolutely killed it here. Anyways, bro, good to see you on stream, man. I appreciate it. I wish you a blessed day. I wish you a blessed day. Holy shit, man. Lorenzo, do you want your son to become a trader? He can be whatever he wants to be. If he wants to become a DJ, he becomes a DJ. I got his back, that's for sure. I got his back. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, so we're slowing down here. We are slowing down. We're slowing down. Where's that major resistance I was talking about? Oh, that's actually right here. A lot of sellers already coming in here. All right, it's starting. Okay, news. Give us the outcome. What's happening? Ooh, okay, GDP 0.0%. Oh, sorry, that's the pound. Okay, 0.7, which is not good either. PC came out as expected. Core PC came out as expected. Durable goods orders came out negative as well here. All right, so that's interesting. The fact that the dollar is in daily resistance. Right now, we're in daily freaking resistance here, guys, and supply. And that news was negative. So yeah, that's the first start. That's already a sign of... that's a good sign. That's a good start, at least. Okay. So, do I want to pull back? I want to pull back, man. I do want to pull back, yes. I definitely do. I definitely do. My favorite time frames are the 15-minute and the 5-minute, okay? So the 15-minute and the 5-minute time frame is usually what I'm trading the most. The 50-minute is still my foundation. And that is for execution. I just want to make sure that you guys get this. This is for execution, okay? Obviously, my bias is all related to the higher time frame, and then I do like a top-down analysis to the lower time frame. But yeah, clearly. But anyways, if you go to gold here on the higher time frame, let's clean all of this shit up right now for a second. Let's remove my trade. There we go. We're actually getting supported really well as well, right? On the daily. Okay, so we have the daily demand here, and we tapped into the daily demand zone. But then as well, if you just draw a line here, right? You can actually see very clearly. Right there. Okay? You can see very clearly that we found that support as well. Okay? On the daily time frame. This is major support. It's the 5082 on futures. And on the CFD chart, it is 5078. Okay, so we're bouncing from the daily support. We do have some daily resistance there at 5150. But yeah, that's another layer. Okay, let's leave what we have. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. So anyways, we're bouncing from that support, right? That's like the main thing that we do have to take consideration. It's also the value area low. So let's see what gold can do. But at some point, I think we have to pull back here. All right. And if you don't think so, I think so. I think we're going to pull back potentially. Okay. Data doesn't lie here. We have to just be looking at the valuation. We know when it's undervalued. Gold starts to slow down. The momentum starts to slow down here. And the dollar is slowing down as well. And actually, I want the dollar to slow down because this whole week, man, holy moly, man. I've been only longing gold except for today's trade. I've been only longing gold when the dollar was strong. And somehow it worked out, except for one time. But anyways. Where's that? Where's my data? There we go. Yes, sir. So, what do you guys think about the volume today? You never know, huh? You never know lately. With the volume in the market, you never really know with gold. You never really truly know with gold lately. If it just wants to like continue to push hard with high volume, or if the volume suddenly dies out. especially when it's in that larger daily range, because pretty much you have to understand the daily time frame is just in a range right now, right? So we actually are flat pretty much. So we're trading the internal structure. We're trading the lower time frame. So if you're in a range, right? Let's say we're in a range, boom. Actually, let me put it this way. Let's say we're here and we have the low of the day, which is now right there. And we have the high of the day. We're pretty much in a range, right? And this is why we call this a balanced trading session. Let me actually turn this into trading right here. A balanced trading session, okay? This is a balanced trading session. The reason why is because we haven't broken the high of day and we haven't broken the low of day, okay? And because it's now New York, we can call this a balanced trading session because we are not trading outside of these daily highs or daily lows. So if that's the case, my bias is always this. I'm not gonna buy high and I'm not gonna sell low when we are in a balanced session. Does that make sense? Let's say we break out and we will be bullish. Now we have that resistance here, but let's in theory say we're bullish and we pull back. Now I'm like, okay, now we're unbalanced. So now I'm willing to buy high, quote unquote high, right? Or go short, quote unquote there, right? That's kind of the thought process. But as long as we're in a range, I'm not willing to buy high or sell low, right? That's the thought process here. And I think that this will tell us enough right now. Now, if you are a G and you want to like absolutely, you're in a like more an aggressive state of mind, then if you anticipate a pullback, then people always ask me, yo, why don't you then short the pullback? And it's actually a valid question, okay? Because it makes sense. But the main reason why I don't want to short it is because of the dollar right now. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Because if the dollar right now is that weak, or it's weaker today, because it's clearly weaker than yesterday, then, you know, I don't really want to sell gold either, right? You know what I mean? So that's kind of the thought process. So we have to kind of use this as our tool of reference. So what I do is New York session, very simple. The first thing I do, besides marking out my areas of interest, right, for buys, like the volume profile and all these things, I just do two things. I mark out the daily high and I mark out, in this case, the daily low. And I call this a balanced trading session, all right? And then I have certain rules for that. And if my rules, you know, if we break out of that, things could be different. Because then we should potentially trade with some momentum, okay? So that's kind of the idea, what I'm looking for. But yeah, let's see, man. Want the New York Stock Exchange open for more volume? Yeah, I hope you don't have to wait that long, to be honest. I don't know if you have to wait that long, right? But any plans for the weekend? Let's see what I'm gonna do, man. I think, yeah, might gonna go somewhere, you know, finding. I love food. I'm gonna tell you this already. I just love food, okay? And Bali has the best freaking restaurants in the world. I'm not joking, okay? People underestimate the restaurants in Bali, right? People think Bali is like, or the only thing in Bali what you can eat is nasi goreng, some rice with some chicken. Bro, you have the best restaurants, bro. The best of the best of the best restaurants in the world. I'm not joking. And you have hundreds of them, okay? So my hobby is going to the restaurants here. And I was in understanding of, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just go to every freaking restaurant in Bali, here where I live, and I'm just gonna try everything. But every time when I almost have visited all the restaurants, 50 new restaurants has opened. It's ridiculous. Are you in Bali because of tax reasons? Yes. Yes, actually, yes. You're a smart motherfucker. You are a smart motherfucker. I like it. I like it. I like it. Chicken and rice? No, chicken and rice. 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 A lot of people are asking me, Yo, Lorenzo, why don't you promote any prop firms? Yeah, actually, I don't know why. I should be promoting prop firms. I should be. Lorenzo, you should go to Coeta, Lombok, the best Italian, Mexican, Spanish that I've ever eaten. Amazing. Format Vietnamese fan club. Nice name. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hope you're doing well. We're gonna have a good time today. Is gold gonna pull back, guys? Question mark. Is gold gonna pull back right now? Are we overvalued against the dollar? I mean, it looks like it. It looks like it, right? It looks like it. It looks like we're gonna pull back here. Look at all that selling. Damn. 1.4K. This closure is going to be super important. This hourly candle closure will be very, 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 very important. Very important. Very important. How patient are you really if you like to predict price action instead of waiting on confirmation? I'm actually not really waiting for confirmation because I place limit orders. So I get filled or I don't get filled. But yesterday, you know that I was not patient enough. So clearly I'm not always patient because yesterday I wasn't patient. I should be patient though. That's for sure. If I'm patient, I get the best entries and I make the most freaking money. That's what's happening to me. If I'm patient and I wait for the best entries, I make the most money. But it's just sometimes that my mind also, you know, gets into that mindset of like, you know, oh, we broke out, so now we pull back. I'm chasing. How much do you risk per trade? $1,000 on this account. I think on average, I would say around 3K per trade. $3,000 per trade. Asian highs, daily highs. Still not pushing down though. Still getting there. Look at this thing. Wow. Yeah, the dollar is weak today. That's why we're bullish. But I cannot enter here for sure. I cannot enter here now. Let's look at a 5 minute. Yeah. Lorenzo, so you don't have a set RR for each trade, I assume? Not predominantly at the beginning, right? Well, my journey, I was specifically focused on like 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. That was like my goal, to have at least a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, because I know if I have that, then I need to win only 40% of my trades, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm getting much precise with my entries, so my risk to reward ratio gets much higher. So it's getting better and better. This is what I'm learning right now. I'm really learning now to optimize my risk to reward ratio, or to also limit my drawdown. What's happening with the connection? Well, let's see, man. If there's anything wrong, let me know in the chat. We'll figure it out later. The island life never stops. It's always the same thing. What playlist do you listen to? Man, bro, I'm building a playlist for you guys right now. I'm building out a playlist. You guys are absolutely gonna love this shit. Like, I'm gonna share this with you guys later. I'm gonna turn this into like a Spotify playlist. You guys are gonna rock this thing when you trade the New York session. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the best thing. Absolutely, you're gonna freaking love this shit. All right, give me a little bit more time. Yeah, I'm gonna share the playlist later for sure, man. I want to make sure that you guys have some good vibes when you're trading. Where are you guys from? Let me know in the chat, man. Where are you guys from right now? Poland. Wolf Alpha X is from Poland. Digi Plans is from France. Jims is from the Netherlands. Kazika is from Germany. Saiv is from India. Riccardo is from Italy. Buongiorno. Come stai, my friend? Miami. Morocco, Poland. A lot of Europeans in the chat. That's awesome. That's awesome. So let me introduce myself to the new guys here, because we have so many new people in the chat there. I can already see this. Okay. My name is Lorenzo. Corrado, okay? I am half Italian, I'm a half Dutch. Half Italian, half Dutch. I've written this book for you. It's completely for free. You can read through this. It has like all the data, all the things that I like, that I'm very interested in, from the smart money, the real smart money, to the volume profile. And right now, myself, I'm trading and learning order flow on the side. I'm still learning. I'm still getting better at it, or trying to be. And I'm here now to trade live with you guys for the next coming months, from Monday to Friday, during the New York Open for around 2.5 hours. See if we can get into a good entry. This first week has been crazy, all right? Absolutely crazy. Now, I have been, of course, streaming for a long time already. And when I say a long time, I've been streaming for a long time, okay? So this is definitely not new to me here. We definitely have been building, you know, for a really, really long time already. Let me actually see if I can get this up here. We've been streaming for a while, okay? But the main reason right now why I'm streaming again is because I realized, you know, the influencer life is all that freaking bullshit to me, man. All that fucking guru mentorship fucking bullshit. Bro, I just want to trade, man. I just want to fucking trade and have fun and work with the people in my group right now. and just do and work with them, make them fucking badass, and just, you know, focus on the streams and have fun trading. And that's it. That's why I say I have nothing to sell you. I'm just here to learn. I'm here to trade. And I'm here to just have fun and to make some money. Clearly, I need to make money because I have no other choice. That's the truth. I need to make some freaking money from the fucking charts, okay? Anyways, I'm happy to be back. We had some absolutely crazy streams in the past as well, but I think we can go up from here. I think this is absolutely the beginning of something big. I mark my words, okay? We're gonna do something freaking beautiful here. All right, you want to see where I came from? Bro, you're not gonna fucking believe it. You're not gonna fucking believe it. Let me show you. I'm building. I'm trying to become a better man every fucking day. And that doesn't go easy, okay? I make a lot of mistakes in my life. Clearly I do, because I'm not perfect in any way, shape or form. But I'm trying to become better. I'm trying to optimize my life, my lifestyle. And sometimes I have to make hard decisions in my life to get where I want to be. That's it, okay? But the reality is, I have good intentions. I really want to help people. And I think over time, if I just help enough people, I truly believe that, you know, I can inspire many freaking guys here. Okay, this was me 3 years ago, bro. Fuck, where am I? There we go. This is me 3 years ago. 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. After that, man. That's why we're doing the London session today. Where I can spend some more time in the voice chat as well. Holy shit. So yeah, we have the GU short. Yeah, we have the... So the sum up in the... Anyways, man. We came a long way, I'm telling you. We came a long way. We really came a long way. And I'm trying to become the best freaking version of myself right now. My fizz, I want to be optimized in every way. Physically, I want to be in top shape. I still want to have fun. I don't want to take life too fucking serious all the time. Because that just hurts my brain. Okay? I want to be chill. I want to live a chill life. I want to focus on something and I want to just focus on that, like tunnel vision, boom. But I want to live a chill life, but I also want to, you know, have a good physique as well. So you need to, like, I call this the 80-20 rule. Okay, the 80% serious, the 20% fucking chill. If I can just keep doing that, then I get where I want to come, what I want to achieve here in my life here. So when it comes down to my, you know, relationships, you know, with my girlfriend, whatever the case may be, you know, setting very clear, you know, just being a real fucking G, man. That's the conclusion. Just being a real fucking G. That's what I want. All right. So we all have our shit. We all have our issues. But the only way, guys, we can make it in this fucking life if we actually do something. And not gonna sit on our asses all day long, okay? And it doesn't all have to be that freaking serious, I'm telling you. That's from what I see. By the way, I've seen the most retarded people make the most money. Why? Well, I think they're quite authentic, right? I think they have that authenticity. I think people appreciate that more these days. The transparency, that authenticity. I'm just having a good time. We're in an uptrend. That's what I'm saying. We're in a freaking uptrend. We're bullish biased. What's the order flow chart saying for a pullback zone? Right now, we are actually still holding up really well. A lot of sellers here that are now currently getting trapped in their position. So we'll see when this 5-minute candle closes. But it's still holding up really well. It's still holding up really strong. But what I think could happen here, and this is just a scenario, okay? Because we're getting really overvalued right now. I think that if we would take out the daily highs, right? And we might push into the daily supply zone, that we're actually going to pull back here. Or we swipe the highs and pull back here. And we pull back down here. I actually would not consider that to be a bad idea, to be honest with you guys. That's kind of the same idea that I had today when I took this short. So I would not be surprised if it would come up and then, you know, take out the daily highs, the Asian highs, and then potentially start looking more bearish. So I might place a short when that happens. Okay? I might place a short when that happens because you can kind of see this in that major resistance here, of course, also. We have that major resistance sitting right there. Also the order flow. And the sellers are still there. And the overvaluation is a serious thing that we have to take consideration right now. So I might actually do that. But only if the highs are getting taken out first. And we then break down, we then pull back, etc. If we don't do that, I'll wait for the pullback and I trade the range of the day, right? And I simply would look for a buy. It's pretty straightforward today, all right? Because we have a balanced session. So as long as we're in a balanced session, we only sell high and we buy low. What tool are you using to see the order flow? I use the Xau charts. Yeah, the Xau charts has been, for me personally, my favorite tool right now. But I can't give you an objective opinion because I haven't checked out deep charts, like really deeply yet. But in the end, it comes down to the same thing, right? The numbers on the screen, the bid and the ask, the footprint chart, the delta, the volume, the limit orders. So it's pretty similar overall. Yeah, I don't think there's any other way because right now we're in that balanced session. So we have the daily highs here, we have the daily lows there. We're trading with New York right now, right? The Asian highs here, the London lows are there. I mean, we have to really wait and see what happens within this range right now, right? And if price gets up there and we take out the highs and we're suddenly reversing and we're showing weakness with the overvaluation, I do think it's important, but the last piece of the puzzle, which will really help us with our confidence and confirmation, is gonna be the dollar finding support, okay? The dollar finding support. So be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Follow your dreams. No one is going to tell you what you can do, what you cannot do. If you want to make a difference in your life, then take freaking action. All right? Thank you very much. Let's make it happen. Manta says, is this a green screen? Yes, this is AI. Like I said yesterday, bro, AI is getting crazy. AI is getting crazy. AI is getting crazy. I'm telling you. Don't trust anything you see anymore. Like right now on Instagram, I don't know what to believe anymore. Right now, the new trend is the podcast. The podcast. You know these fake podcasting videos right now that are going viral? Bro, next level. The realism, it's unbelievable. Like this villa, it's all fake. It's all fugazi. I'm actually sitting in my garage right now. Okay? Like I said, look. My freaking garage. There. No, but on a serious note, guys, I would love to take a trade today, really. But gold hasn't been really moving. So if the highs don't get taken out or we don't pull back, yeah, then we just simply have to wait. This is very straightforward, following our rules, following our exact strategy. A strategy that I can trust, a strategy which I believe in, a strategy that I've been testing throughout and throughout. And that has helped me tremendously over the last couple of months, you could say, because I've constantly been optimizing it. Is there a reason why you favor the MGC over gold USD? I'm just trading futures right now. That's the main reason, because I'm looking at the order flow here. And I want to make sure that the exact levels are the same. That's the reason why. But I do look at gold, as you guys can see here as well. And it's pretty much the same thing, right? Same candles. Everything is the same. But it doesn't give us the same exact price level. So you just need to look at the candles. If I want to trade futures, can I do it in Vantage? No, for Vantage, we trade spot right here, which is pretty much the same thing, bro. It's just whatever you prefer, okay? Whatever you prefer, whatever you prefer. I trade spot too. I have my MetaTrader account too, so. Bro, I need a $10 account, please. Funded account. $10? Can you trade with $10? Is that possible? I don't think that's possible. Or is it possible with gold? I don't know. Really? But you that's just full porting, correct? Well, I mean, you should full port that for sure. Faisal, AI, what's happening, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'm happy to support you here on the streams. I'm here to trade live. We're going to have amazing trading days. We're also going to have shitty trading days. Okay? I think this is the ultimate transparent. This will be the most transparent stream in the industry. Yeah. The most transparent stream in the industry. Okay? But we will make money. We will make money. Okay? We will make money. But it will also be the most transparent stream in the industry. I hope you understand this. So I wanted to say come back tomorrow at 8 a.m., but tomorrow's weekend. So what we're going to do, we're going to change something, okay? And that is actually that I'm going to start streaming 15 to 30 minutes earlier on a Monday, okay? So instead of waiting for like 8 a.m. and start streaming at 8 a.m., I prefer to stream at like 7:30 or 7:45 because I want to be ready for the open. I actually want to already have my analysis done, everything done before the actual open, okay? So I will make sure that you guys are fully ready for this when the actual market opens up. Nilam Trades has joined late. Hope I didn't miss anything. No. You're chilling. We're chilling here, man. Right now, we're chilling. We have to wait. We have to wait. We have to wait. I took a short during the London session, actually Asian session. Closed it in London. But now I'm waiting for the next setup, pretty much. The next trade. It's just very slow. Usually on a Friday, it's a bit, it's actually not always slow on a Friday, but today's Friday, I think a lot of people are like, you know what? The market has been a mess this week. And I think a lot of people realize that the market this week has been a mess. So they're like, you know what? I'm going to celebrate my weekend early. All right, we're kind of flipping. Finally, we're flipping here because the dollar is finding support. Look at the dollar right now. The dollar is actually finally showing us that we're finding that support here. I think this is what gold needs right now. The dollar needs to push higher and then gold can come down. We are overvalued. So that's not really a surprise. Let's mark out the previous day. And this is the previous daily very low. Okay, so how does this work? We have an indicator that you can find in the indicator section, and it's called the Limitless LTA, which is my book. Session breaks and Sunday open. If you type that in, okay, let's see, right here, okay. Limitless LTA session breaks and Sunday open. And it shows you each trading day. So the orange line is the Sunday open, the opening of the week. And then this is the Monday, this is the Tuesday, this is the Wednesday, this is the Thursday, and this is the Friday. And then what we do is we mark out the volume profile over a specific day. Because if we can measure the volume traded in that exact day, then we can also find the best levels for the next day. Does that make sense? So in this case, we have the Thursday and we're trading below the previous day value area low. And if you think, hey, what is that? What is the value area low? You need to really read my book because it explains everything of why these levels are so extremely important and why I do believe that we can actually find a short trade from that level. Because if we manage to push up and we're overvalued and the dollar is finding support, and we're getting rejected from the previous daily very low, and the intraday trend is still bearish, then I do believe that we could find a confirmation there, taking out the daily highs or the Asian highs, and then potentially push down back down. Okay? Now, I'm neutral. I'm neutral biased. I'm not going to say I'm bearish biased today. I could easily be trading along later because we're still in a range, okay? And the dollar is not that strong right now. So I'm not saying that I'm bearish biased or I'm bullish biased for the day. I'm neutral, but I could see trades on both sides today, actually. Okay? But if you really want to learn about this book, you can download this book. It's in the description. I think if I type in LT in the chat, or ebook, then I think you would get it and you would get the link and you would be able to download this for free. If it works. There we go. Yeah, it works. So anyways, you can download this right here and then you can learn about the volume analysis and then the daily volume profile. And then it explains everything of why this is so important and how price reacts from these levels and how you can actually use this to find good levels for the day. If you are a day trader, it's very helpful. It's very helpful. But you need a good bias. And there are, of course, multiple confirmations and confluences that come with it. You cannot just say, oh, that's a level and that's my entry, right? It needs to make sense in the larger context. But that's a good start for you. What is the difference in backtesting on a MetaTrader 5 from every tick to real ticks? I have an EA scalping and on every tick from January. Okay. What is the difference between backtesting on MT5 to what? Futures? Yeah. Well, do you want to see something about this valuation tool? Do you guys want to see like the actual proof of it? You guys want to see the real data? Let me know. I can show you it. I have proof. I can show you the exact reason why this could work. And keep in mind, it's just the valuation index. We have a lot more things to cover and to create a bias around it. Okay? If you guys are interested, I can definitely show you the actual proof behind it. So you don't think that I'm just talking shit here. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I can actually let me just show you what I mean. Okay? So I have this tool here. This is the valuation index, and it shows you exactly what the dollar, what gold does against the dollar. And what I notice is that if you are overvalued or undervalued against the dollar, right here, then we tend to see a reaction. So this is, of course, an undervaluation, and we bottom out short term, even in the downtrend. Right here, we bottom out. Right here, we have the best entry, right? Right here, we bottom out. Here, we top out, etc., etc. Now, you can also see this from a perspective of, let me go to my scripts right here. Let me actually open this one right there. Okay. Boom. And then we go to the 15-minute and we say within 15 minutes, we look at the valuation, entry and exit. We only look at longs. Okay. We have, let's say, a $100,000 account right there. We need to take one lot. This is one lot, or 0. Let's say 50, 0.5 lot. Valuation, break even, no, hard exit off, blah, 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 blah. No time-based exits. There we go. And then we say from, let's say Q3, right? So we take Q3, for example, Q4, sorry. So October 1st till December 31st. Right there. Right there. Is that correct? Let me actually see. Break even after... Was it the break even after 2 hours? If you hold on to this? No. We just keep this all off. No, we keep this all off. Okay. Anyways, so it shows you a 64% with a profit factor of 1.2. 200 trades taken. Right? You would have made around 20% in a quarter. Now, obviously... Oh, sorry. Completely my mistake. It's not 2024. 2025. I'm like, oh, no. I was like, so many trades. That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. Dun, 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 bum. Where is it? Where is it? Longs, variation. Against what? The dollar. Yeah. Right here. Variation. And we take... when the trend is clear, right? Because we're only looking at longs. So when the bias is clear, when was it? August till like October? Yeah, I think it was around there. So we had this huge, beautiful wave. Now, the reason why this is hard to give you the real data is because we have to make sure that our macro bias is correct. But let me just show you what I mean on the chart, because this is where it's the most important. So, for example, we have an undervaluation here, and then it gives you a long entry. So your bias needs to be bullish if you want to take longs. Now, we can also show you the shorts, etc. But it shows you the undervaluation against the overvaluation right there. Okay, undervaluation, overvaluation, undervaluation, overvaluation, undervaluation, overvaluation. Okay, undervaluation, overvaluation. So I hope that makes sense. All right, so usually you can see when you're undervalued, you do create some sort of bottom. Right here, you can see it very, very quickly. Now, that's not enough to create a good strategy, clearly. You know, you need multiple different layers. You cannot just rely on one indicator. That's not how trading works, right? So you need multiple different layers. But it is definitely a really good timing tool when you get into an entry, for example. And you could see that here, actually, it would give you a signal for a long when you're undervalued, exiting right there. So if that bias would align, let's say, with the indication, then you would have a really good overall timing tool, right? And I do believe that valuation is very important, because I do think that if you want to, you know, buy, let's say something like you want to invest in the market. Let's say you want to buy some real estate, right? Then clearly what you want eventually is you want to buy low. You want to buy when the market is giving you a great opportunity. You don't want to buy at the top of the real estate market when things are overpriced, overvalued, because we all know things go in waves, right? It's the same thing in trading, right? You do want to have some sort of rule for your valuation of like, is something overvalued or is something undervalued? And a lot of traders use the RSI. Now, the RSI is great, but I do think that it's missing a very key component. And that is that it's actually not measuring it against the overall market. So let's say for gold tends to have a really strong correlation with, let's say, or negative correlation with, let's say, the yield, the 10-year yield, or the dollar, okay? So if the dollar is very strong, gold usually has a really hard time, because a lot more people are willing to buy the dollar as a safe haven asset rather than actually gold right here, okay? So because of that, we utilize that and we measure gold against the dollar. And then we look at, okay, are we undervalued or are we overvalued? So sometimes I just keep it open and I'll look for and wait for the right moments to see, okay, I get a signal, okay? So let's say I get a signal and I'm gonna put this right here and I'm gonna say I'm getting a signal right now. A notification pops up. Is it worth it for me to short this, yes or no, right? And then I get into all my other confirmations and say, okay, I think we're overvalued. Do I think that the dollar is weak? Yeah, it looks quite, it doesn't look that weak. It looks pretty strong, right? So for that reason, the combination is where I would like to look for my my overall entries here. So it's not a predictor. It's not going to say, okay, I'm going to buy it at an undervaluation and sell it at an overvaluation. But it gives me, once I have a bias, a really good confirmation for an entry. So for example, right now we're overvalued, okay, against the dollar, and the dollar is relatively weak. So this is why gold is not really dropping. But if the dollar starts pushing here and it starts to find support and it starts to pull back. Let's say it does something like this here. And then it drops and it creates like a, you know, whatever, an M formation or whatever. Yeah, then gold will tank for sure. You know, that's the idea. And then we can look at the order flow. We can look at our key levels, which is the very low, to find good entries. So if you put it all together, you get a really, really good strategy. Really high conviction, really good strategy overall. And it's something that you can systemize very well. Adam says the book is not sending. I think you should be getting it. If you don't get it, then all right, let me know. Is it not working? It should be working. Tried a few times. Me too. I can't get it. You cannot type an email. Okay. I'll figure it out. But okay, we'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. Interesting. So what is your idea for now? So one more time, I'm gonna just do it one more time here because I think it's super important indeed. The market is very slow today, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but we mark out the previous daily range. This is where the most volume has been traded yesterday. This is the value low. It's a major level, and the funny thing is the value low, right here, this level is a super important level. The 5137 is above the daily high. So I do believe that if we can take out the daily high, this is where a lot of people will enter short. This is where a lot of people will enter this market short. I do believe there is a chance that we will pull back from there and fall back within the range. I really do believe this is a possibility because the dollar is finding support right now. Now, if the dollar already goes up, we already will pull back, okay? Now, the dollar is in higher time frame resistance. So the dollar right now is in the daily resistance. Look at that. Super important. Daily time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the dollar starts reversing, let's say, and gets rejected here, this is like standard is bullish for gold. And gold has shown that it can hold very well in that higher time frame support as well. Because if you go to the daily time frame, you can actually see how gold has been supported here in the last couple of days already at a very critical level, right? So I'm not really necessarily bullish or bearish this session because we're trading in the middle of the range. We haven't broken the daily highs, we haven't broken the daily lows. We're in the range right now. We are in a balanced session. So I think we could trade it both sides. So if price comes down, and we get to like an undervaluation or something like that, I do think that we could find entries for it to go back up. And I think if we take out, let's say, the daily highs, then I think that's the best case scenario for a short back down, pretty much. So we have to really sit it out and see if we can do something. And we have news in around 30 minutes as well, the JOLTS job openings. So that's also something that we have to take consideration as well here. So yeah. How many trades have you taken this week in total? 6 trades this week. 6 trades. 5 New York session and 1 in Asia session. Krusty says, today I don't agree with your setup. News should be bad for the dollar, and in my opinion, gold should go up, so I'm looking for buys. Okay. Yeah. The thing about it is, though, I agree with you if that's the case, right? If the dollar continues to drop, then I, of course, think that you're right. The only difference is that I don't want to buy high, okay? I don't want to buy high. I don't think we get the right value for our entry. That's the difference, though. But I think that you are right. I think if that's the case and the dollar comes out negative and it's again dropping, then yeah, you might be true. You might be right. Yeah, so for sure we're gonna wait for the news here, and then we'll go from there. But right now the market has been pretty much flat, totally flat today. Do you trade crypto? No, I don't. I don't really trade crypto. I mean a little bit Bitcoin here and there, but not too much lately. John says, I think the dollar is coming down, gold going up, maybe no big pullback below. Yeah. And let's look at what the order flow says right now. There is definitely some major resistance here right now. We cannot neglect this. We cannot neglect this major resistance we're seeing here. It's really struggling. A lot of sellers came in here. We're still respecting it though. We're not really dropping, but it's definitely not. It's definitely not on the strong side either here. We're super neutral in my opinion right now. A lot of rangy behavior. But for me, it's very simple. One of my rules is very straightforward. If we are in a balanced session, I buy low and I sell high. That's it. Don't make it more complicated than this. we buy low, we sell high. We need to stay within a daily range. If you break out of that freaking range, that's when the game changes. But for me right now, we're flat. We're pretty flat. We're waiting, I think, for the last news here. Even though I don't think necessarily that this will cause the big move, actually, because this is the New York Stock Exchange open. Keep that in mind. Not much has happened right now so far. The NQ though, let me see what the NQ is doing. Also pretty flat, right? For the open right now. Also pretty flat for the open. I think this is happening in the overall market right now. It's not just in gold. Let me know how you guys been doing it on gold here. Are you guys like, we did a poll? I think like, what was it? A couple days ago, right? And in that poll was, what did you trade the most? And like 80% of the guys in this audience trades gold. 80%. Then we had like 20% or 10% was indices, and then like the rest was like Forex or something like that. It was crazy, crazy numbers, right? So how did you perform this month so far? Let me know. We still look at the NQ, right? We still look at the NQ as well. So we know that. I just look at it because I just want to learn. I'm just trying to see. And every day at least look at the order flow of the NQ to see where we are, right? And if there's anything of interest. For now, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty strong. Definitely. John says I'm up 4%. Nice, my friend. Good to hear that. Happy Friday, my G's. I hope you just made some money this week so far. And I hope that you can just chill out. You know, don't force it. If you made your money, just chill the fuck out. Make sure that you're good. Spend some wise time with your friends, your family, the people around you. Don't chase price. You know what happened yesterday to me, right? Luckily, I made up for it today. Okay? Luckily, I made up for it today. How many trades do you take per week? Well, at least one per day for sure. Usually, one, sometimes two. Totally depends. Simply says one trade, one win, missed a few trades. That's okay. That's okay. That is okay. Okay, gold is coming down. Finally, it's dropping. You could see that resistance indeed. The overvaluation, guys. The overvaluation. Don't buy high. Don't buy high. Don't buy high. All right, huge drop finally, man. Don't buy high. Let's look at spot real quick, what gold is doing there. Lorenzo, you're entering after the news. Yeah, we have news in like 20 minutes. We have been pretty flat, to be honest. We have been pretty flat. The daily highs are there, daily lows are there. We are in the middle. This sell was very clean, and we had like immediate follow through. The only way I would look for a new sell is if you break out and then reject, or if you actually drop back to the bottom of the range. I come down lower and take out some of these lows and then look for the reaction. What indicator are you using for overbought oversold? We use the valuation index. We'll go over it lots quicker. We'll actually give away some of those in the future as well. What are you guys seeing right now in the chat? Let me know, please. Let me know. Dollar dropping, gold buying. All right, love you guys are into buys today, all right? Buy sentiment, buying sentiment today. Okay. The thing is, the gold is like, you look at the dollar dropping aggressively, but gold is not really reacting to it. Because this is the dollar on the 30-minute time frame, just so you know, right? This is the dollar on the 30-minute. This is gold on the 5-minute. Pardon. You don't really see the move. Yeah, concern is pullback would fill. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, this is the thing right now. Why is gold, like, not dropping completely? We're at the VWAP, number one. A lot of selling. There is absorption here. And it's not good to see this, okay? When gold is, let's say, not really pushing higher, when the dollar is dropping this much, okay? It's actually not what you want to see if you want to buy gold now. And this is what I'm saying, right? Don't underestimate the overvaluation. But again, this is just something that I'm still like really looking at all the time, trying to learn from it every day. And every day I get that confirmation, man. Every day I'm like, man, I should not be buying when gold is overvalued against the dollar. Like, I should not be doing it. And actually, what did I do yesterday, guys? What did I do yesterday? Exactly. Such a loser. And I know it, right? So sometimes, man, you know the rules, you know everything, and you still manage to mess it all up, which is all part of the game. God's favorite says the real move hasn't started yet. Well, yeah, let's see. We have news in like what, 50 minutes? So we know after the news if we're gonna get a trade today. Okay, we had around what, five trades this week. 4 trades on stream. Let's see what we have today. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that no matter like how good you are as a trader or whatever the case may be, right? You can be incredibly good at what you do, like incredibly good at what you do, okay? And you can still somehow talk yourself into something. And this happens to everyone, okay? So don't really take it hard on yourself when you make that mistake, but at least really try to objectively think, okay, this is something that I've learned, and I'm not gonna make sure this is gonna happen the next time, okay? Now, because I'm going live and I do this in front of like you guys and I mess up, for example, it hits me even harder because it's not just me, okay? It is also in front of you guys. So for me, that's something that I will remember very well, all right? So make sure that you find someone or create some sort of accountability partner or someone in your surroundings that you can talk to and that you can share your results with. And I can guarantee you that will help you tremendously grow, not just as a trader, but also as a human being, because you are allowing yourself to objectively look at the situation and not be run up by all your emotions that take control. Now back to the music. Where's that song again? Oh yeah, right here. Love you guys, love you guys. You guys are incredible. Love the support here. What a week it was. Amazing week so far. Please smash up that like button here. I'm going to be here for you 5 days a week from Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. EST. Actually starting a bit earlier lately next time. Making sure that I'm here at least for the analysis. So every day we know exactly what to do or what not to do, or stay in or stay out of the market, whatever the case may be here. We're going to be here. We're going to make sure that you are updated and ready to rock and roll here. And also I'm learning. You're seeing my journey. But I need to make this happen, my friends. I need to make this happen. All right, I need to make some money. It's a serious thing. And I think that you need to make some money too. So we have something in common. So let's take that and actually make it happen. Even when gold is chilling, 10 minutes before the news. Anke, my man, good to see you, my friend. Captain PTI, I'm from Pakistan, watch every stream of you. Amazing to hear that. Vanessa, the queen. Hey Lorenzo, turning a bit later today, but here to support. Please hit that like button. Thank you so much. That's the only thing that I would like you guys to do, is just to smash up that like button. That's gonna grow the algo. That's the only thing that your boy needs right now. It's the simple support. And I know it's how hard it is sometimes. You're laying in your bed and it's so hard to just like put your thumb at that like button right there. I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. Okay, I understand it. But this is something that you need to take very serious right now. Okay, the dollar is dropping really hard and gold is not moving up. Why is that? Ask yourself the question: why is the dollar dropping and gold is not moving up? But when the dollar is moving up, why was gold dropping today? Okay, something is happening here. So that's why buying, and we're overvalued right now, is not the best choice in my opinion. Okay, don't take my opinion for granted here. Create your own bias, your own, your own understanding. But from my historical data and from my historical trades, this is where I messed up, and this is what I did yesterday. So this comes from personal experience. Adrian says, big shout out to Andre and Rio this past week. These are absolute legends in our group. Big shout out to Andre and Rio, man. These boys are next up. Yes. Oh, that's Adrian, my friend. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Adrian, 80, my guy. Good to see you, bro. My South African brother, right? Shout out to South Africa. This is where I definitely want to go this year. I was thinking about going there by the end of the year. Yeah. So gold is having a hard time right now. You see that sellers are still active. We have been ranging for the past, I don't know, like hour, right? Pretty much since the actual open, and this is very serious. We get into trades quite quickly, right? Usually. I mean, not 2 days ago, we also had to wait a bit longer. But this has been the session for today. Just to put it in perspective, okay? So this has nothing to do with patience, okay? This is just the market right now. Clearly, look at where we started the session and where we are right now. We're exactly at the same price level, the 5114. All right, we have 9 minutes for the news, so this should do something. This should shake up the dollar a little bit, and so as well gold, hopefully. Yeah, big shout out to my South African brothers. I know many of these guys here, many traders, many Forex traders as well that are South African. And let's be honest, are you guys still dealing with that energy problem? Like, I've heard that guys literally have no electricity like during the day sometimes for no reason, every day. I'm like, bro, we're in 2026. Like, come on, man. Okay. Lorenzo, how old are you? How old do you guys think I am? What do you think? $44? You guys are crazy. Yes, so I was born in 90, like, you guys are not going to believe this. I was born in 1973. Okay? I know, it's crazy. This is what the sun does. It's wild. Yeah. Nah, I'm joking, guys. Come on, man. Do you really think I'm 53 years old? Come on, man. This is why you buy every freaking course. This is why you buy every freaking trading course. Because you believe this shit. Nah, I'm 32. Anyways, we've been there, man. We've been up, we've been down. We've been down more than up. But hey, we're here. Enjoy the process. All right, 5 minutes for the news here, guys. If gold doesn't move after the news, then I don't see us getting into any trades today. I'm going to tell you already. Okay, I'm not going to force anything. And then I'm going to stop the stream, and then gold's going to move. Dollar's still dropping, right? Dollar's still dropping. Why is gold not pushing higher? Right? And why was it that when gold was dropping so much, that the dollar was pushing higher? So this is why we were just waiting for the news here. I don't think it's smart to enter any trades right now. Nico says, I got in those longs. What do you think? I think we're overvalued. All right, 4 minutes, 3 minutes to go. Let's go. John says, have you made Mr. Valentini's order flow available in your group? The deep charts. No, we actually have not. We have not. I actually also have to go deeper into their order flow platform, to be honest. I have it right here. I need to get into this. But the Xau charts to me have been absolutely incredible. Incredible. The reason why it's so good is because I use the MacBook 2 and it's like, it has no impact on my CPU. It's super light. So if you have like a small computer or, how do you say that? Like not a strong computer, Xau charts, and you're interested in order flow, Xau chart is perfect for you, my friend. Very, very good. All right, we have news in 2 minutes. Last one of the day. And gold is finally dropping a little bit. Now that what? The dollar is bouncing. You see that? This is why buying here becomes a bit more difficult because we're overvalued on the 50-minute. The dollar is bouncing. And now we're suddenly see gold drop. But when the dollar was dropping, gold didn't do anything. I think all the buyers that stepped in here will have an issue now. A little bit, okay? But anyways, we might suddenly somehow flip during the news. Who knows? Let's see. We have 2 minutes to go. Anyways, guys, do you guys only trade the New York session? This was the next question that I had, okay? Let me actually make a poll right now. What session do you trade? New York, London, Asia, or New York and London, or Asia? Okay? Let me know in the chat, please. This is the poll right now. I want to know. I'm gathering data. I'm gathering your information right here. I need to know. I need to know this because it's very important for me. Because if you guys are saying, yo, I trade Asia too or I trade London too, then maybe in the future I will be able to stream also or other sessions, right? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it worth it or not? Because I catch a really good trade today during the Asian session, exited at London. And gold has been actually moving really good during Asia lately. I don't know why, or China maybe, but it has been moving really smooth. Musty Makers, just subscribe, my man, welcome. Hope you're doing well, my friend, and I wish you a blessed day. Great to have you here on the stream. And catch up on Monday too, man, when we kick off the week strong. Okay, we have news right now, G's. Good for the dollar, okay. That's good for the dollar. I don't know the exact number here, but it's 6.946, okay. Slightly better, nothing too crazy. Nothing too wild, nothing too crazy. And gold doesn't push down, dollar doesn't really react. We created that wick. We're still overvalued. Yeah, so for this reason, right, we can clearly see that the buys were not the most viable option here, unless, in my opinion, we have to come all the way down. Then I think it's worth to place a buy limit or something in that matter. If price would go up and we start to struggle, I think we're just gonna be, like I said already at the beginning of the stream here, I think today we're gonna stay in a balanced session. We're gonna stay in a balanced trading session and we are gonna be here, okay? All right. And if that's the case, then trying to buy in the middle of the range doesn't make much sense. Because if you say that we expect a price, if I would say to myself right now, and I'm just talking to myself, right? If I would say that I expect a balanced session today and not an unbalanced session where we break out or we break down, then why would I buy or sell exactly in the middle of the range? I hope that makes sense. So that doesn't really make much sense to me. Buying in the middle of the range when I expect a balanced session for now with relatively low volume here, okay? So either we push down and we actually move down here and we see the dollar pushing higher and showing some strength or finding support, right? And actually pushing up and making a pullback, then it's worth to buy. If we take out the daily highs of today, the Asian highs, and we come back into the range, yeah, then it's worth to me potentially to sell because the dollar is in higher time frame resistance. So in the middle of the range, I don't see any good opportunities here. So for that exact reason, I'm probably not going to take a trade today, and I'm going to keep the stream on purpose shorter than usual because I don't want here to sit on my ass to wait for another like 45 an hour and then maybe not even take a trade, right? I'm pretty much then wasting your time. So let me just make sure that this is just the overall top price of today. I hope you understand where it's coming from. but also for me, it's not a valuable reason to me to take a trade. And in the end, I'm here to make money, right? Just like you guys, I'm here to get into the best entries. And I already made my money for today already. So I'm not trying to force anything unless it gives me a good opportunity up or down and not in the middle, okay? So overall, I think we're gonna set up really nicely for next week because of the fact that the dollar is in that higher time frame resistance. And if the dollar stays there and actually gets rejected, yeah, then I do believe that gold will finally make some of the moves here because the dollar has been on an absolute rampage. And if we're now at higher time frame resistance, I think that should then really give us an indication and hopefully give us the understanding if gold actually want to move forward or not here, okay? So I'm going to celebrate my weekend, G's, okay? We keep it short and we're going to put on some nice tunes before we leave. But I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of the fact that I'm going to be here for you guys, man. 5 days a week. We open the market. We see if there's something. If there's something amazing. If there's not, we just move on to the next day. As long as we stay consistent and we do this every day, sky is the limit. Sky is the freaking limit, okay? I really want to wish you a happy weekend. I would love to see you on a Monday. We're going to start around 15 to 30 minutes earlier because I want to make sure that you guys are ready before the New York Open, not at the New York Open, okay? I hope that makes sense. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to see what we have in the chat here. And then I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. And I'll see you Monday. ADC Coulter, thank you, my friend. Daniel, good to see you. Happy weekend. Carlos, happy weekend, my friend. Jackie Rusher, happy weekend. Neelam, happy weekend. And learn and read it this weekend. Okay? Read it this weekend. Peace. Thank you. Peace.